What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Trucking and Transportation, hollering at y'all from Waynesville, North Carolina. And somebody was asking me, what are the loads like at Prime? Do they pay well? All this kind of stuff. And, I got to thinking just as I was about to crack open my bag of pork rinds. And, Forrest Gump says, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Well, loads are like a bag of pork rinds. And we're going to get into that in a second. So, for any of you guys that have driven between Tennessee and North Carolina on I-40, you know that right when you're in that border region, you're going through some crazy mountains, hills, all that kind of stuff. And I was running through there last night, and very foggy, and a damn deer hit my truck, man. I'm driving, and you really can't see too far ahead, but I saw a deer that was off in the left-hand lane, so I wasn't going to swerve to get out the way. If it came into my lane, I was going to get it, but I slowed down and kind of went by. And right as I was passing by that deer, a deer on the shoulder ran into my truck and hit the side door right in front of the cab and kind of dented that up. And, I can't explain. I'd have to show it to you. But anyway, I feel bad about that. I'm not really the hunting type and all that kind of stuff, so that was weighing on my mind after I did that. But anyway, it is what it is. This is a load that I got going from Walton, Kentucky, going to Benson, North Carolina. I did a drop yesterday. Not a drop, it was just a live unload. It was some paper. And I dropped it, and it was about 4 miles away from where my next pickup was going to be. Perfect, right? A drop and hook. I could pick it up anytime between 8 in the morning till midnight. And I got done unloading that about 9 o'clock in the morning. And my hours were kind of dwindling, so I was like, let me go ahead and take this 10. But you know what happened? The "can you do me a favor" happened. Can you drop your trailer off at Nestle 100 miles away and bobtail back and pick up your load? You threw a little something on it, you know what I mean? It wasn't like I was doing it for free or anything like that, but turned a perfectly good load into a shit show. I probably wouldn't have hit the damn deer if I didn't do this. But anyway, here's why it was messed up. It's about 590 or 587 miles away, something like that. And really what ended up happening was I ended up having to go take my trailer. I wasn't planning on washing the trailer till my 10 was over, because the place I was picking up was right there. So I ended up, wasting an hour getting the trailer washed out, driving 200 miles just to get back to the same place I was. And instead of being able to run this almost directly to the shipper and then just having a chance to chill out, now I got to break this into 2 equal halves. I have about 300 miles left on this load as it is. So rather than getting out there chilling right now, I'll be leaving at midnight tonight to get there at 8 in the morning. And that's leaving a generous amount of time, but you never know when you're fucking with these hills in North Carolina in this section. That can eat up some clock pretty fast. But anyway, let's get back to the life is like a bag of pork rinds. Listen, if you took 100 pork rinds and spread them out on the table, you'd have 80 pork rinds that are perfectly delicious. Maybe not perfect, but really delicious. Then you're going to have 10 that are just kind of crappy. And then you're going to have 10 that are like excellent, perfect crunch, all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of what loads are like. You know, most of them are going to be pretty good. Every now and then, you're going to get a shitty one. And then, you know, every now and then you're going to really get that good load. Like that 37-mile load that my dispatcher hooked me up with that paid around $600. So, anyway, that's why life is like a bag of pork rinds. Anyway, I'm going to get back here and get to sleep. I really didn't sleep all that well last night, so I definitely need to get some good sleep tonight. So I'm gonna hop on that and tear into these pork rinds here in a little bit. Anyway, I do want to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. You know, I mean, I wasn't much of a Seinfeld guy myself, but what is Seinfeld? The show about nothing. That's what my channel should be. The YouTube channel about nothing. Anyway, thanks for stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.